Hello, 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 folks. This is Gib coming at you from Rippin' the RC Live. This is our GANRTY Pro. Of course, it doesn't say anything about that on Amazon. It looks like that it's distributed by Limodgo, which not familiar with the distributing company. They do have several trucks that they bring in. I found this at a good price. I think I paid $80 for it. Originally about $140. I don't know. You could probably find it for about $100. It is a 1/16 scale. It does come brushless. I kind of liked it because it looked like the Jeep. It's got lights. I drive at night sometimes. I enjoy lights. I like the Jeep. It's a pretty cool truck. I saw it on another channel. They ran it on 3S. It did 40 miles an hour. I think 39, 40. The only downside is the shocks, which, a lot of people complain about friction dampers. You could change them out. You don't want to buy it, don't buy it. A lot of people feel, come with shocks, oil-filled shocks. Well, either way, we're going to bust this one open. We're going to see what we got in the box and show it to the world. Again, GANRTY Pro, four-wheel drive, all-terrain, substantial high performance. Let's see what else we got in the box here. It is showing us a brushless motor, Pro brushless motor, middle gear transmission. I'm guessing that's supposed to say Metal Gear transmission. That's too funny. Middle gear transmission. Anyways, metal drive shafts, bearings all the way around. You got a steering engine, which is your servo here, electronic speed controller, metal differentials. It shows you the little layout that it's got here. Let's see what else we have on this backside. Nothing back here. Some other little battery warnings, stuff like that. We don't really have too much on the outside of the box. But yeah, a little bit of information here on the layout and what comes in it. Oh, and those are some friction dampers, aren't they? There we got our transmitter. Transmitter here. We got a little Limodgo bag. That's a distributor again, not the actual producer or the name of the vehicle. We got some clips, some body clips, extra body clips. We got some extra stickers, more body clips in here. Pretty impressive with all the body clips that are coming in this vehicle. Just a little bit of extra charger, Phillips, and some stickers, and it looks like the manual. Let's open this one up here. We're gonna go through what's in the package first. We've got a little some information about the transmitter, a little more information about the layout, battery, whatnot. I believe it comes with a polymer. I believe it comes with a nickel metal hydride. Oh, it's a lithium ion battery. So definitely we're going to want to take out a LiPo battery with this, just to give it while we're doing the speed test. And let's see here, we got some more about the vehicle here. Here's the other one that I had kind of looked at, and I'd seen that around, but I said, you know what, let me go with the Jeep style. Plus, like I said, I found it for a pretty good price. And of course, all your basic information, how to use a transmitter. Let's see what else we have in here. A bunch of different languages, of course. Nothing that I know anything of. And all your parts, that's good. And that's some good information, because of course when you take this thing apart, as we all are going to need to, we're going to need to be able to put it back together, right? So a good little diagram on how So a good little diagram on how to put this thing back together is always a plus, and it looks like that's pretty good. It's got a lot of information on that. I like the manual. Manual feels pretty legit. Kind of hard to get through the paper, but yeah, all the little parts and gadgets and thingamabobs in there, and all the information on how to take it apart and put it back together. So that's good. Manuals are always good. And we got some more instructions where to put the decals. Wow, a decal installation form. That's a good one. And of course your decals, and then again tools for your vehicle. Pretty cool. We get a lithium ion battery. Of course, we're going to charge up a LiPo. We're going to take that out with a LiPo. So here is our speed controller. Nothing too special. Steering trim, steering direction, I think, or steering proportion. And then you got your steering reverse switch, on and off. On this side we have, I guess, speed control, because it does have an HML, high, medium, and low, I'm guessing. And then channel 3 right here. Looks like that might be for probably the lights, because the truck does come with a light. And we are looking at a 3 battery compartment here. 3 AAA batteries, it looks like. That looks like the only thing that you'll need to run this vehicle. Ready to run, right? And here is our vehicle. Now this was the biggest off-put, right? Everybody likes to show this friction dampeners. Oh my God, look at this. Oh, look at this bouncing. That's too funny though. But it is funny. Oh my God. And the back seems so weak. That is legit weakness. And it has some juice in there. Again, 4-wheel drive. Does sound pretty beefy. I got shocks for this thing. We might run it without the shocks. I'm not too sure. We're gonna look into it. You know, but I do have shocks that I do want to put on there. I think it's just a good idea to replace the shocks. You got something like this. If it does do the 30 miles an hour, if it's gonna do 40 with a 3S battery, then you're gonna want shocks. These batteries don't feel too bad. They're a little stiff, but they do feel rubbery. They don't feel too plasticky. Actually, they feel pretty good. Let's go ahead and pop this body off. I like this body. You know, a little roof rack for the lights. Looks like we've got headlights. Looks pretty mean up here in the front. It's got a little scowl at you. Ooh, scary car. And like I said, it sounds pretty beefy. So you want to be careful when you pull off the lid. You do have the lights connected. And it's not too long of a setup here. Of course, you can disconnect it from here, which is what we're going to do. I believe that's what we're going to do. There's 2 different plugs here. 1, 2. Like I said, I'm into lights. I like to drive at night. That's why I get them with lights. Pretty impressive. Except for the... Anyways. It looks like it's got a metal brace, which is, wow. We got a metal brace. Keep it from flexing too much. A-arms feel pretty good, upper and lower. They feel pretty flexible. And I like the steering bracket here. It does look like it's got pretty good enforcement. You do have a 3-wire servo, so if you're going to go out and change stuff out, 3-wire servos always a good to have, right? You don't run into too much of a wall. Got a Jeep style body. I like the way it looks. Supposed to do 30 on 2S, 40 on 3S. I don't know that I got a 3S battery pack that'll fit in there, but I could probably tape something in there. You got Dean's connectors. Most of these vehicles come with Dean's. I got a lot of Dean's batteries, but I mean that's okay, right? They come with batteries ready to run. Can't complain. And so we do got some CVDs in the front. I was looking at our packaging and it even has some preloads for the shocks, which I don't know. But yeah, they gave you preloads. Metal steering hub there. Catch that? Oh, I didn't expect that. But yeah, I got a metal steering hub there. Might take some abuse. And which I don't mind because it looks like these, like I said, the A-arms are pretty flexible. Impressive there. Metal hubs, if you can check that out. Can you check that out? Can you want to check that out? I hope you can check that out. I like the style on this bumper here. It seems pretty beefy. It's got some flex, which is pretty good, but just the way it sticks out and the way it ramps up. Metal drivetrain, sounds good. You see the metal drive shaft down there. Pretty good. Not too bad, except for that. It's so much worse in the back than it is in the front. Anyways, I think I do have some shocks there, maybe from an MJX that I had pieced out or whatnot. But I do believe I have some shocks there. We're going to replace those. I think I'm going to replace them without even batting an eye, because I'm not going to run it with those friction dampeners. They don't seem like they're going to do any good for us if we're trying to go those fantastic speeds, right? But yeah, this is the GANRTY Pro, distributed by Limodgo, if I'm saying that right. But yeah, I did like the look of it. I hadn't gotten a Jeep RC. At least there's plenty out there, but I hadn't had one. So I kind of wanted to go with the body. Now the body doesn't feel like it might even last too long, but I was looking at these braces and the light roof rack and stuff like that, and they do look like they got screws on. So we might, if we have to change the body around, I don't see that being an issue at all either. But yeah, kind of flimsy, even a little crackly, almost brittle feeling. But yeah, we're gonna change those shocks out. We're gonna take it out for a spin. We're gonna give it a rip, test speed run, stuff like that. You know how it goes, the whole 9 yards. Nice. So we'll be changing the shocks on this thing, giving it a speed run, of course. It does have a good drivetrain. Nice set of lights. I didn't know it had those amber lights in there, but that's pretty cool. I'm going to enjoy driving that at night. I'm going to be gentle with the lights because I've been known to tear a few light housings off and stuff like that. No lights in the back, but again, roof rack, some 4 LED amber lights, and then 4 headlights. Looks like he's got high beams on. Let's see if the light action does work on this. Oh, look at that. We do have looks like 4 settings: flashing, strobe, without, and with. Not too bad. Again, we'll take this out for a speed run. 3S, might get that in there. I think I've got a 3S battery that I might be able to strap in there. And then, of course, the 2S, we're going to do LiPo and the battery it came with. And we'll get back at you. Thanks for watching. This is Gib cutting out from Ripping the RC Live.